Hi, it's Miss Pritzel at the Upper West Library, and I'm continuing. So if you haven't listened to Sabriel first, my book talk about Sabriel, you need to listen to that first. I am continuing the series of the Old Kingdom because Sabriel is basically a standalone book. Garth Nix wrote that. He quickly came out with 2 additional books, but Sabriel, like I said, you can read Sabriel and the story's complete in and of itself. These 2 books take up about... Initially, when you start to read them, it's 15 years, and then it's closer to 20 years because there is a time jump early on in this book. So this tells a story. The first book is called Lirael, it does focus a lot on Lirael, but there's really 2 main focuses in this. It's Lirael, who is a daughter of the Clare. The Clares are seers in this world, and it is basically a community of women who are all seers. And Lirael doesn't really fit in because she has not gained the sight yet, nor does she look like the other Clare. But she is an excellent charter mage. And there's a lot of mystery behind Lirael. We don't know who her father is. We don't know much about her mother, and that's a mystery for her as well. But the other story that this really follows and really connects it to Sabriel is that it follows the story of Sameth. And Sameth is the son of Sabriel from the first book. So he is supposedly the Abhorsen in waiting. He is going to take over for Sabriel when she can no longer do her job. And he doesn't really want to do that. So there are times in this story, the evil that they are fighting is far older than the evil that Sabriel is fighting in the first book. This is an evil that comes before the wall, before charter magic, before the charter stones and all that other thing. So while the kingdom is flourishing again in this because of what happened in Sabriel, it is in danger of being totally wiped out and possibly the non-magical realms as well, if Sabriel and Sameth, who end up teaming up together, do not stop this ancient evil and the necromancer Hedge who's helping this ancient evil. And like I said, for those of you who are like, I don't know how I feel about this cover, like, armies of the dead. So that's not going to attract everybody, but I know that's going to attract a lot of people. Like I said, Hedge is an evil necromancer who controls like thousands and thousands of the dead, and there's all these bad magical creatures. And the ancient evil, of course, whose name you barely learn in this one because you don't want to speak his name, kind of like Lord Voldemort. So, like I said, I first read this series over 20 years ago. It totally stands up. It's absolutely one of the best YA fantasy series, and if you highly recommend this for fantasy readers. If you're not a fantasy reader, I feel a little sorry for you because I love it. But I will help you find something else because I just want you to be reading. Have a fantastic day, and as always, keep on reading.